7 days from my first ever WWE Monday Night Raw experience, and I am just so freaking happy because this is something I've dreamed of ever since I was a little kid. I mean, because, yeah, I've been to a WWE live show before in Greenville in 2015. I mean, I got to see John Cena and Kane wrestle in a steel cage match in the main event. And I was a little John Cena maniac back then. But now I'm older, I'm more mature, and this is going to be one of the greatest moments of my life because I get to see my favorite WWE superstars in person for the first time. Like Seth freaking Rollins. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And Asuka. Couldn't help it. But what makes this even better is that with ringside pass, I get to sit in section D in the first 3 rows, which means I'm in front of the hard cam. So I am going to be on live TV on the USA Network. That's right, your boy is gonna be on TV for the first time. For a day, that is. Sadly, I'll be going back to doing this. So, I'm going to be going from live TV back to YouTube. But hey, I love you all, so it's worth it. But I thought to myself, this is going to be such a cool experience that maybe, just maybe, I should bring you along with me to experience it too. Now, obviously, you're not going to be watching any of this live, of course. This is all pre-recorded. So, you'll probably be getting this on Wednesday. But hey, you know what? It's all worth it in the end. Because I couldn't think of any greater people I'd share this with besides you. It was here, finally. The day I have waited forever to have. I was finally going to be at a WWE show. We hit the road and immediately we realized, wait a minute, hold on now, something's missing. Oh, we didn't eat before we left, and we were hungry. So what does any North Carolinian do when they're hungry? Well, if you know me, you should know the answer to this question pretty quickly. We headed to a Bojangles. Bojangles I've never been to, and normally I don't trust other Bojangles that I've never been to, but this one was really good. The food was fresh. Everything was really nice. The servers were nice, and they gave us 2 ranches, which is awesome. Back on the road we went, and we knew we had about an hour until we got to our destination, and it felt like it took longer than usual. It felt like it was taking longer than when we go to Charlotte, which is crazy, but finally I saw a sign that I had been waiting to see the entire ride. Finally, we got to the hotel. Country something, I don't know. I didn't really look at the sign much, but from looking at it, I was like, this is going to be a nice little hotel. So, we looked in the sky and we realized, we had just beaten a big old rainstorm. Thank God, because I did not feel like getting soaked trying to bring my stuff into the hotel. But it was Sunday, so what do I do every Sunday? Well, I watched a NASCAR race, of course. Duh, I'm not going to miss that. But
it got rained out, so I decided I should go ahead and try to catch up on some work that I've been needing to do. But it was dinner time, and I decided I should try this place I've been wanting to try for a while. Wingstop. Really good, by the way. I suggest you try it. It's amazing. Great food. Night fell, and I said, Dad, there's a Krispy Kreme down the road. Why don't we go get some Krispy Kreme? So, of course, we went and got Krispy Kreme, because why the heck not? And, man, it's been a while since I've had Krispy Kreme, and God, was it good. But I knew I needed to get some sleep, so off to bed I went. So it was Monday. The big day finally arrived. We woke up at 11, 12, something like that, somewhere around that time. So my dad, he was going to go get us some lunch and bring it back to the hotel. And I decided I was going to stay, obviously, because I was bored and I really wanted to play some video games. And I wanted to play F1, so I decided I was going to play this F1 game on Roblox. And I'm used to a controller with racing games, and let's just say it's much harder with touchscreen. Dad finally came back. We had Wingstop again. This time it wasn't as good, but you know, you can't always get 100%. The race was back on, finally, and Chase Elliott won, if anyone's curious. But I didn't have a shower last night, so I decided, you know what, I should get a shower because, duh, hygiene is awesome. After that nice warm shower, my batteries were recharged and I was refreshed. I got dressed and off to the coliseum we went. And something that is really weird but is kind of interesting to me is from the time we left the hotel to the time that we got to the coliseum, we didn't get stopped by one red light, which is really interesting. But as we drove by to get to our parking spot, I saw all the production trucks with all the stars on them, and it kind of hit that, wow, this is actually happening. I'm about to experience something so awesome. We arrived at the Coliseum around 5 something, so that way when we got in, we'd be able to get our seats immediately, and the ticket booths didn't open till 6, but we got our seats around 7, met some really nice people, and right off the bat, I was on television. If you go back and you watch the beginning, you'll see me. When Roman holds up the one, there's a back shot of me, and as you'll see, boom, right there, cameraman right behind me. So that's cool. And I got to see, during the commercial break, a huge brawl break out between the Bloodline and Randy Orton and Riddle, RK Bro, and Drew McIntyre. Yes, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. He's of Scottish descent. It's Drew McIntyre. Then I saw the Street Profits and Ezekiel versus the Alpha Academy and Kevin Owens. got to see the Bullet Club reunion, AJ and Finn do the too sweet. So we're about an hour into the show, and I got really lightheaded, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. My head was pounding. I felt like I couldn't do anything. So I'm up stairs right now, sitting, and I'm about to get some water because my head is pounding me. But I'm definitely gonna be back down there. I know I've been on the show a couple times. Definitely been on TV a couple times, but so far it's a really cool experience. I've met a lot of nice people, so that's always cool. And just this show, the atmosphere around it is just amazing. It's awesome, and I wouldn't trade anything for it for the world.
Go, Seth! Baggy! Baggy! Woo! We love you, Baggy! Woo!
So, it was main event time. This is what the whole show has been leading up to. A 6-woman tag match. Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch. And man, when I tell you that these women put on an absolute banger of a wrestling match, I mean it. The previous matches were good, some even great. But this wrestling match was absolutely amazing. I mean, they were throwing out big move after big move, and I was just so hyped up the entire time. My head was pounding, but I was still hyped up. But a huge thank you to all the wrestlers, the production crew, everyone that was there Monday night. You truly made a 5-year-old's dream come true. So there was still the dark match, which for those who don't know about wrestling, a dark match is meant to send the crowd home happy. And I got to see Seth wrestle for the first time.
Get him, Seth! Go there! Let's go, Seth! Hey! Boom! Hey!
And boy, let me tell you, this was one heck of a dark match. I mean, two of my favorites going at it, and me being able to see it front row was just so cool. And even now, my mind is still blown about it because it still doesn't feel real. But looking back on these videos that I took, I realized this is going to be something I can look back on and show people, because no one else saw it. It's only the people that were in the stadium and me and you, because I'm showing this on YouTube even though I'm not supposed to, but who really cares? Surprise, this is my gift to you. Just watch everything else play out and listen to Cody talk. Man, he's awesome. I love him.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So, it is finally happened. I got to live out one of my childhood dreams. I finally got to do that little kid with a sparkle in his eye I always wanted to do. And that that means a lot. And I want to personally thank each and every one of you that have stuck around with me since the beginning of everything. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. And when I said that I would not want to share this with anyone but you all, I meant that. Truly I did, because in all honesty, no one else deserved to be with me besides the people that are watching this, because they're taking time out of their day, out of their life, to watch a 15-year-old kid with nothing but an iPad, a little Best Buy microphone, a tripod, and an outfit, a desk, and a phone, and a dream. And that means the world, because not a lot of people do that. Just thank you all, because you've done so much for me without even realizing it. And for the ones that said I never amount to anything, I got 2 words for you. Suck it!